Welcome back to What's New Mishykat. So it's yet another Saturday, but I'm not doing amp guard today. I'm going to be picking up a Saturday shift, which segue into where have I been? So I mostly have been working quite a bit, a lot of overtime. So work has been super busy, somewhat busy, not really that busy to slow. So I think 2 weeks ago it was really slow. This past week it's been not slow per se, but currently one of our machines is not being used because the computer was attached to the hard drive crashed and got corrupted, and so they're trying to figure out either getting new software or getting a new hard drive. And which if you notice, I haven't had any amp guard videos either, and I am trying very hard to edit the footage I have from Feast of Odin. It's just been, I guess I haven't been really motivated to do it very quickly, and it's been about a month and since we've been to Feast of Odin, so I'm gonna try to get that out pretty soon, with hopefully within the week. And also I haven't been doing amp guard videos because I am currently on a sabbatical from amp guard, and it's something I've been thinking about for a while, but I tried to fix it by doing amp guard every other week. That way I still have my other Saturdays to either relax, get stuff done at home, or even pick up a shift at work. And that was working for a while until it wasn't. And I've been talking with my boyfriend, I've been talking with a couple of my friends, and even one of our former park mates. I actually talked to this former park mate at Feast of Odin, and I was telling him my frustrations and like how I've been feeling, and he came to the conclusion that I might be a little burnt out. Well, maybe more than a little burnt out. And he suggested a couple things. There's an ice cream man somewhere around here. And normally I'd like jump up and go get it because I love ice cream trucks, but we're just not gonna, whatever. And back to what I was saying. So I was talking to a former park mate, and he came to a conclusion that I was burnt out and I possibly needed to take time away from amp guard for now. Actually, there's a couple of scenarios he came up with. He said either keep doing what you're doing, which is filming, and go, or go take a time off. So that's what I decided to do after Feast of Odin. And plus I was trying to get work, and unfortunately work, they've changed a bunch of things. I wouldn't say they changed a bunch of things. It's actually stuff that should have been going on from the beginning. So I work in medical manufacturing. I work a swing shift, and so that's 1 to 9:30 in the afternoon into evening. And for the longest time I was working a modified swing shift, and then I was pushed to work in the morning to train, and then I was helping another department, and then finally I would say around June or July, I went back to my swing shift, but I was still allowed to come in early to help out with different things. But we had a recent meeting and upper management was saying like, hey, your Chronos, which is where we clock in. It's the program where where we clock in, clock out, and the vacation and the sick leave, and so it's like a time management program, I guess. And they said that your Chronos, what was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted. There's somebody passing by and I didn't want them to stare at me while I'm talking to a phone. And what was I saying? So, working a modified swing shift, and we recently had a meeting and they said that the Chronos was all messed up. If you look at the Chronos from another department, everything is like, and ours was just like this. And he said first shift needs to come in at 5, day shift, swing shift or second shift needs to come at 1, and graveyard needs to come at 9. And if you want to do overtime, we have to do it after. We can't do it before. And that's how I was getting overtime. I was able to come in early, get my overtime, and then have the ability to stay either later or not. And I unfortunately can't do that anymore. If I want to stay overtime, I can only stay like maybe an hour or 2. I can't stay the full 12. If they need me to stay 12, I can't stay 12 unless it's on Friday or Saturday. Because my boyfriend does work in the morning. He's working at the Hacienda La Puente school district office right now until about January. But they're trying to get him to be permanent because they really love him there. And we only have like the one car.
How you doing? It's gonna be hot today, huh?
Yep. We only have like the one car. So he's my pickup. Sometimes he drops me off, but mostly he just picks me up. And he has to wake up around 5:30, and I can't ask him to pick me up at 1:30 in the morning. So I gotta figure that out, how I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna have to do, like, if I wanna stay late, I might have to like take a lift home. I don't like doing that at night though, because you hear these like random cases where people got picked up and stuff happened to them, and I'm always afraid that it's gonna happen to me because I'm a female. I shouldn't have to be scared, but there's not good people out there in the world, unfortunately. So that's basically what I've been up to. I've been working and I'm taking a sabbatical from AmCard. Not fully a sabbatical, I just haven't been going to practice, which is why you haven't seen any videos lately. But in the meantime, I've been crafting things for AmCard to kind of keep myself in touch with AmCard, but not fully jump back into it. So I started making these drawstring bags for a project for my household. So I'm part of a household now. I think I'm still a probationary member. I might be a full-fledged. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to get in touch with my sponsor. And it's called Crimson Tide of AmCard, and they deal with giving emergency feminine products, so like tampons, pads, washcloths, excuse me, feminine napkins, wipes, medication, and they said you can put in other little goodies. So I bought like these lollipops that are, I think, gluten-free, vegan, because I don't know what people's dietary restrictions are, so I don't want to give them something that has gelatin in it, because gelatin is a animal product. I actually have one of the bags that I made, not necessarily for Crimson of Asgard, but I was making these really simple drawstring bags, and then somehow I ended up making something a bit more advanced. So I started making these things. That's like, and it has a flat bottom, so it sits upright, and then, oh shoot, and then you just drawstring, so it's a drawstring bag. So I'm trying to make these out of like whatever fabric I have first, and then I'm gonna fill them in with the feminine products. My thing is crooked, sorry. There we go. Nope, still crooked. And it's actually, it's good, it's gonna get. I started making those, and then I wanted to make a bag to carry stuff around for Feast of Odin, and I ended up making one. I don't have it with me, but I have a bigger version of it. So I made this thing. It has like a flap, and it has pockets inside. I think it has 4 pockets inside. One of them has zipper, and then it has a pocket right here. So it has 5 pockets. The first one, I didn't have a zipper, so I didn't make the zipper pocket. And I made this one bigger than the first one, and I forgot to buy a bigger zipper. So it has like a small zipper pocket, but it's okay. And after that, I made a reversible messenger bag. So it looks like that, but it has one color on one side, and you turn it out, it's a color on the other side. And I'm thinking about giving that to someone, as a gift to someone. And I'm also gonna make another one, but I'm making it for my boyfriend, so he can carry it around on the field. Because there's a couple of magic classes that require you to hold like spell balls and objects, so that way he can have it in his bag and he doesn't have to like figure out where to put them. And basically that's what's been going on with me. Next weekend there is going to be the second annual Player Appreciation Day. I'm not sure if I'm going to that yet. I really should, because I haven't been in Amgard for about a month now. Well, this week will classify a month. And then I didn't really go to Amgard prior to Feast of Odin. I think like it was like 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks in a row that I didn't go to Amgard before I went to the event. And then, so technically I've been out for about almost 2 months. But before I went to the event, it's because I wanted to work as much as possible so I would have money for the event, but still have money for my rent and my bills. So I wanted to make sure my rent and bills were paid before I went to the event. And we managed to do that, so that's basically what's been happening. I'm not sure when exactly I'm gonna go back to amp guard practice. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my boyfriend to film something for me. That way I can still put up videos. But right now it's an indefinite time when I'm going back, because I need to figure out what I want to do for amp guard, what my goals are. Because right now I'm a little lost, because my boyfriend was asking me, what do you want to do in amp guard? And I said, well, I told him I want to be in the background. I don't want to be in the forefront. I don't do combat. So that's why I've been filming and I've been in the background most of the time. So I'm more about service than anything. And what I need to do is get out of my comfort zone and start networking more. Because I can't just stay where I am and expect things to happen. I gotta do some of the work. He's part of a belted line right now. So he is a man-at-arms to another man-at-arms who is also a baron. He was a lord and he became a baron, but he's actually his official title is Grand Poobah of the South. Our friend Lothar. I don't know why that's wet. That's weird. And he asked me, if you were to be belted to anybody, who would you choose? And I was trying to figure out who would I want to be belted to, and I couldn't pinpoint anybody. So I really need to figure out what I want to do. My boyfriend thinks I could be either, I think it's called a Flame Knight or a Serpent Knight. So Flame Knights, I think, is about service to amp guard. I might have to look that up. And a Serpent Knight is someone who does a lot of crafting, and I'm headed that direction. I'm still learning. One of our friends was teaching me how to sew, like a bit of the basics. I've been learning how to do other things via YouTube and online and everything. I might look into taking classes to learn how to make like garments maybe, but for the time being I'm kind of I'm teaching myself how to do these things right now, and let's see where that goes. Anyway, I don't have to go just yet. I'm like here really early before work today, but I don't want to make this too long. So I'm doing okay. I'm not having a midlife crisis or anything. I'm not actually not that old. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do in life and what I want to do for amp guard. I might just keep doing crafting, because there's a couple of projects I want to do. It's just getting the fabric. The fabric that I got these patterns, and the fabric that the pattern suggested, it can be a little pricey. Like brocade can be very expensive, and it was actually, I went the other day to get some fabric, and it wasn't really on sale because it was like 30% off brocade, which is, I mean, like it's something, but I'm trying to see maybe if I wait a little longer, I can get it more discounted, and then I can start on that one. But the current one I want to start on, it's not a full outfit. It's just like one piece, or I think it's one piece. I want to see if I can do it I have made something before, so I made like this vest thing and some bracers and a hood, and I liked how that turned out for the most part. I really thought that was gonna take forever to do, but I had to do some tweaking, but I got that done, although it fits kind of weird right here. Oh, I kind of wish I did it a little wider right here, because I'm afraid of it tearing if I like move around. But for the most part, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So I gotta get going. Hopefully this was very informative for you guys. So I'm okay. Just trying to figure out things. Bye, you guys.
Hey guys, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your viewership. If you like the video, click that like button, and you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button. And I hope to have more videos for you in the future.